Todd Boehly to make his first signing of the summer. Let's go! Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video, and I'm super excited for this one because it seems that Chelsea will imminently be making their first signing of the summer. I thought that it was going to be Raheem Sterling, but it seems that it's most likely to be Raphinha from Leeds. Now, Chelsea really swooped in because I thought that he was for sure going to Arsenal. Chelsea have been in talks with Leeds for Raphinha since January, but from the news that we had, I thought he was going to Arsenal, like I said, and turns out that Chelsea have made a bid that Arsenal can't keep up with and that Leeds just can't refuse. So what is this bid? It's been stated and reported that Chelsea will pay Leeds and have already agreed upon a fee of around 60 to 65 million pounds in total. Chelsea have been in talks with Raphinha and they've offered him a 5-year contract worth about 115,000 pounds a week, and now it's up to Raphinha to decide his future. I can't see him not taking this at this point. I do think that the transfer is imminent. Todd Boehly is reportedly working extremely fast behind the scenes in order to get this done, and hopefully we'll see Raphinha announced pretty soon as a Chelsea player. So we spoke about the details of the transfer, but now I want to talk a little bit about Raphinha as a player and why I think personally that he would actually fit well into this Chelsea side. So last season in the Premier League, Raphinha registered 11 goals and got 3 assists. And keep in mind, this was in a Leeds side that was battling for relegation, and they had a manager change midway through the season. It really wasn't easy for them, but still he got into double-digit goals, which is more than a lot of Chelsea's attackers managed last season. Not only that, but he topped Leeds' list for shot creating actions, which are offensive actions taken before a shot, such as passing, dribbling, and drawing fouls. So on that right hand side, Raphinha really is quite effective. The thing about Raphinha is that he's a very versatile player, and while he plays predominantly on the right hand side, he can play on other sides of the attack as well. And he is left-footed, which is great for that left-hand side because we have Reece James who's right-footed on that side. But that doesn't mean that he can't play into his right foot, and he's not afraid to do that. So that makes him really, really difficult to defend against because you just don't know which way he's going to go. He's also a very direct player, which is something that I think Thomas Tuchel is looking for. I do think that Christian Pulisic is also a direct 1v1 type player, but he's been lacking consistency in this Chelsea side for the better part of two years at least. And I think that Raphinha is that type of profile that Thomas Tuchel is looking for. Somebody that can play direct 1v1, dribbles well with his feet, and is going to be able to create chances and opportunities for the rest of the attack. Personally, I'm also super excited to see this Reece James times Raphinha link-up play on the right-hand side as well. I just have a really positive feeling about this, that they're going to link up and could create some absolutely beautiful things. I've always really rated Raphinha as a player at Leeds, and I'm very excited about him hopefully and basically being super close to joining Chelsea. Now, one of the main stumbling blocks, if you call it that I've seen at least on Twitter and on social media is his transfer fee, ranging from I think 50-55 up front to 60-65 million pounds total for the transfer. And for me, I think that Thomas Tuchel wanted to bring in at least 2 attackers, mainly wingers, this summer because Lukaku is out, so that's already one position that you realistically need to fill. And then I think that we're probably going to see more outgoings, potentially Timo Werner, potentially Hakim Ziyech, maybe Christian Pulisic. So I think that one of those players are going to leave this summer, and so that we're filling this gap. A lot of people said, why don't we focus on the defense? I do think that we're going to be making 2 signings in attack and then probably 2 signings in defense as well. But the opportunity probably arose. Chelsea acted quickly. At the end of the day, Raphinha is a Premier League proven player. Got double digits in goals last season. I think he's going to fit well. It seems like a very Liverpool-esque signing, which is something that I think that Todd Boehly wanted to mirror. Somebody that may not be the flashiest of names, and I'm not saying that because I think it's a really flashy name, to be honest, but not a marquee-esque signing, but somebody who he's done his research on and he knows is going to fit into this team, which is what I'm hoping. Given the fee, so let's say it's around 60-65 million. Sterling, I think, is going to be around 45 to 50-ish million. So let's say that Chelsea spend around 110 million on those two players. Well, they've already put Lukaku out on loan. They don't have to pay his salary, which is massive. They're saving so much money on his salary, which is going to help a lot. And I do think that we're going to see one of probably Timo Werner or Hakim Ziyech leave. That leaves you at about 110 million, so you still have 90 million to play with for defenders. I've seen with Delete that Todd Boehly is really pushing to try to make a swap deal plus cash happen, either Timo Werner or Christian Pulisic. I think I saw today that they're more interested in Christian Pulisic, but that's something to keep an eye out on. Jules Koundé, also one. I think that Delete is now the main target, but he's also one to keep an eye out on. I've heard Klaus is also a name to keep an eye out on, and that would only be 8 to 10. So realistically, I think even if you do sign Raheem Sterling and Raphinha for a combined 110 million pounds or so, that's still going to leave you enough money in the bank to look at least 2 defenders and maybe even a midfielder as well. Like I've said, Chelsea are going to be selling players, so I think we will get some cash influx from that, and I'm honestly not too worried. I don't think that they're going to just be splashing the cash on everybody. It seems that they are very pointed signings, and Chelsea have been looking at Raphinha since January. This isn't something that's just happened. They've had interest in him for a very long time. So that's my understanding of it. Would love to know your thoughts and what you think about Raphinha to Chelsea. Let's see when I think it's going to be a when, not if it's announced, but when. Let's see. But like I said, let me know what you're thinking about this transfer. I want to know, and I'm going to be sure to keep you updated with all of the latest transfer news. So make sure to like this video and subscribe for more transfer news and Chelsea content. I will be heading to my parents' house for the next couple of weeks in New York, so maybe you even get some New York content if that's something that you want. The background's going to be different, but the content will still be flowing in. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and until next time, I'm out. Bye!